So now, as we know, we are having a longer support of China, and I think Pakistan should prepare China, Russia, and one American say that being a friend of America, being an enemy of America is dangerous, but being a friend of America is lethal, and that's why I say that I think that Pakistan should prepare China.
They never value the democratic values. Being a democratic country, Pakistan needs to go towards West Bloc where democratic norms are valued. So it would be much more better to go towards West Bloc.
But when we talk about the China, what is China doing? China is just looting the poor countries. There is a big example of Sri Lanka. The China looted the Sri Lanka for 99 years. What can you say that?
Excellent. But China, they made a CPEC which they said that they will invest $30 billion in Pakistan. But in fact, they did $70+ billion investment in Pakistan, and Russia provided with military like attacking helicopters and missiles.
If China is giving funds and jobs to the Pakistan, so it can be possible that China will occupy the Gwadar port and the other parts of Pakistan.
Relationship between China and Russia, they are making new bridges to make good relationships. But what China is doing with Russia, it is almost occupied its east for many times, and it needs more territory for its huge population to spread, and it is also cancelled the one-child policy. For what about this? Why he cancelled it? To spread their people on the different sides and different countries. And the weak Russia, if you talk about the weak Russia, it can be the good meal for the Chinese dragon.
So that you are saying that America is supporting Pakistan, but we all are seeing that America is supporting Pakistan many decades, but now at the time of the coronavirus, China helped Pakistan, and that time where was America?
She said that when the COVID-19 destroyed the whole world and the Pakistan also, but you people are accusing America that it invaded in Afghanistan, but during the pandemic it provided 61.5 billion vaccines and also 1 million subsidies to the public of Pakistan, civilians.
Yes. As Ikra was talking about the implementation and the project CPEC, it is said that when you have the sources, you do not implement on them, then everything is wasted. It is about the America. It means that America has been providing us everything, every source, but we haven't been implementing on them. And do you know the fundamental purpose of CPEC? It is simply for making easy the export and import of China, nothing good for Pakistan.
You people are saying that America is just using Pakistan. If we see that in Kashmir that time earthquake came and America helped us, and also in Awaran 2030 that time huge disaster came, earthquake, that time who helped us? Also America.
About the changes of Pakistan, it means Pakistan, you are saying that China gave us. China just, if I talk about the CPEC of Balochistan, China gave us one side of CPEC. It means it is not good for us. It means it's decreasing humanity in our areas of Balochistan.
Fine. Say that Russia gives oil to Pakistan. It's all about the Russia's interest. Russia wants to Russia wants to triple his LNG and wants to be. It's all on benefits, not about.
Take him on point. Okay.
You were talking about that China gave the vaccine at the COVID-19 time, and you don't know that America gave us $78 million to Pakistan to use that in his country for helping the people.
Pakistan
should prepare with China and Russia, because in 2025 China will be a superpower country. If anyone attacks on us, then China is our friend that came to help us.
According to me, Pakistan should go with China, because we have everything which are made by China. When we have electricity, which is we have due to help of China also.
Due to the friendship of China and Pakistan, we are seeing much development in the Pakistan. In the past, when Pakistan was with America, there is no any development, but nowadays Pakistan is developing.
Point of view is that Pakistan should prepare for China and Russia, not for West Bloc, because China is the first country who protected that country by COVID-19, that vaccination, and also it provide our country vaccines. If we talk about West Bloc, so it always make wars. If we talk about the Pakistan wars, so since 1945 war was as economic, but 1965 and 1995 war made by possible with USA.
Dacha had said more than 2 times that Pakistan is in debts with China, but if you see in 2020 when Saudi was taking debts from Pakistan, so Pakistan's economy was not well to provide the debt, so China bailed out Pakistan in it. And if you see in 90s when India and China's war was going on, so Pakistan helped China, and after that war China helped 2 times with the war of 1969 and the war of with Bangladesh. So it means that if we do a good deed with China, so it will give us the double benefit.
You are talking about the debt that China has given you to the Saudi. Today we can see that the debt of China are much higher than the cost of Pakistan. So what do you think about that? And other you people are talking about the CPEC. The CPEC that is made is not giving benefit to us, because thousands of Chinese are embarking many jobs in Pakistan, but still we can see that we are in poverty and we are dying due to the hunger.
Isn't doing anything, so means CPEC was coming, so they said that they will give the $30 billion, but they provided with $70 billion, so means it is enough. And you are saying that Chinese are coming here to teach us about Chinese language, and we should go to China for getting education, but Americans aren't doing anything for our youth.
Yes. Its own self, Pakistan cannot go for a new upgraded ally, it simply means to be manipulated, to get manipulated, and it is this catastrophic scenario will go so on. If we do not move towards Western countries, we should consider that where do we stand in FATF? What about Quad? We are going to lose quadrilateral relations. We are going to lose the Pacific Ocean. And China has always been betraying the countries. Like we have the example of Africa, we have the example of Taiwan, which was once a pro-China, and now China is determined to invade Taiwan, and it has also indirectly invaded over Japan or Australian companies. So I think Shanghai Corporation is not that much great than the Western IMF or World Bank.
If you talk about Africa, so I think China was the one who has made such things in the Africa which has benefited a lot. Starting from 2005, China has invested at least $2 trillion in Africa. It built 6,200 kilometers of railways, including the continent's longest railway lines connecting with several countries. And also, if we talk about the CPEC, where you can say that we are being debt trapped, so I can simply say that if you are getting support from America, so why it is needed to go with China?
obviously it is benefiting you. That's why you are going towards that. And also before doing something, before taking the debt, there is agreement that you should sign, and you are signing that agreement without thinking, so it is all your mistake. And also if we talk about the CPEC, which will benefit if America, which is investing on Pakistan since independence, and there isn't any result, so how can in 1 year Pakistan will be benefited because of CPEC?
If you talk about African advancement or technological development, then for your kind of information, that there are a lot of airports which are confiscated by China, and Ugandians want to get rid from China. They want capitalists. Once we believe that once they were colonized, but they would love to be colonized than to be caged by these communists, because they know the consequences and they have faced those things. We should not disregard those factors which are not seen or which are not demonstrated to the world. And if you talk about CPEC, it is not only about CPEC. It is a regional problem. There are geopolitical problems, and we this is something called, like, we are having today digital economies, and our economies needs bilateral relations, not compromised relations. So it is just to get manipulated by those communist parties who have been manipulating others. And since we know that Russia once was USSR, and it is said that the disintegration of USSR caused by Pakistan, being an antagonist, how can it help the Pakistan? And China is one of great ally of Russia, and these both will manipulate these countries for their benefits, because they have been one of great antagonists, and they have that sparking fire of antagonism.
Excellent.